Hello and welcome to today's schools. My name's Sue, and in this exciting episode we visit Kerrymuir Primary School in Box Hill, where the Little Devil Circus team is teaching some great circus skills to the students for their production. We head out to Canterbury Primary School, where the Heart Foundation is gearing up for Jump Rope for Heart. We talk work experience, kids flicks, gadget and much, much more here on Today's Schools. Our first story takes us to Kerrymuir Primary School, where the students are learning some fantastic circus tricks with the team from Little Devil Circus. Learning the tricks looks like great fun, and it's also teaching the students concentration, hand and eye coordination, as well as balancing and throwing skills. Let's see how their skills are shaping up.
Good morning guys, g'day, how you going? My name is Az, welcome to Circus Little Devils. Who's done circus before? Put your hand up. Who's excited about today's class? I can't hear you, excited? Yes! Alright, I'm going to teach you some really cool moves. I'm going to start off with some juggling balls.
My name's Nicole Matsoukas. I'm the Assistant Principal at Kerrymuir Primary School. We introduced circus skills into our curriculum in 2009. The program was introduced because we saw a bit of a gap in our physical education and performing arts program, and we felt that this was really appropriate.
Little Devils is a circus company. We're based in Melbourne. Essentially we teach confidence and self-esteem to kids through our circus programs in schools.
The company started 10 years ago. It's actually our 10th anniversary, and my background is from the Moscow Circus, and Louise spent probably about 20 years teaching circus to adults and kids.
So the programs that we run in schools are essentially around three main programs: a half-term program where the kids get to have a go of all the different skills, an 8-week program where the kids get to learn different skills and then develop a short piece during the day to show off to kids and parents and grandparents, and then our main programs that we focus on are concert programs, so where the kids are working for a whole term, so a 10-week program, and they're working towards their evening concert. So the kids learn, essentially they learn perseverance, that helps to build their confidence and self-esteem. They learn a lot of teamwork, cooperative skills. Yes, they're learning circus skills, so I can list all of those: Diablo juggling and balances and all those good things. But mostly we're about teaching the kids those more confidence building and team-based skills.
The kids' self-esteem and self-confidence grow as they progress throughout the program. They start with base level skills, and as they work up through the program their confidence grows, and it's quite an instantaneous process. The trainers give the kids lots and lots of feedback, and it's quite instant in that a trainer will view what the kids are doing and then instantly say, yep, you've learnt this, now it's time to move on to that, and that's really good pedagogy, and that's really what we want from our teachers, so it's fantastic that the trainers implement it in their classes.
The circus program has helped me to learn new things and practice things I haven't tried before.
The circus program has helped me to, I feel pretty scared about doing tricks that I've never done before, but then it's helped me to overcome my fears, because I'm really scared of doing things, and when I was on stilts I was scared that I was going to fall back, but has encouraged me.
The good thing about circus is there is just so much variety, so many different skills you can see, that there's always something that each child enjoys and loves doing, so it's really easy for us to get them engaged.
I think the hardest trick was throwing the spinning plate in the air.
My favourite trick is when you juggle and you throw it up in the air and you have to spin around and catch it.
The hardest trick I did was the partner trick. I had to swap my stilts over, and I had to make sure that I didn't fall on top of anyone.
My favourite trick is the fast bell drop.
Some of the biggest changes that we see in kids is definitely increased self-confidence, self-esteem, and also a lot of teachers comment on how they see a lot of improvement in their academic skills because their concentration increases after they've done circus skills.
The aspect of social skill and social development is fantastic. The program requires the kids to spend a lot of time working in teams, working as collectives to be able to achieve a common goal. The program works in our school once a year for 10 weeks, which is a school term. And at the end of the term, we have a concert where the kids showcase their performance skills that they've learnt throughout the term.
Most of the programs that people book, the most popular program is the concert program, and that culminates in all of the kids getting on stage, costumed up, all the music and lights, and showing their parents and families what they've been learning. If they drop something on stage, they pick it straight back up, and that's what it's all about. It's just the persistence and the fun that they're having, all of those things just disappear, they just get straight back on with it and keep going, and they do brilliantly. So our programs are about the kids having fun, learning circus skills, and that's what we love doing.
Did you know circus skills are great for concentration, hand-eye coordination and motor skills? They also improve self-esteem, self-confidence, group cooperation and patient and concentration skills. Coordination and balance, throwing and catching, as well as performance skills add to the great fun all-round experience.
Hello, it's Gadget here with a big gadget. This is the interactive table. Anything that you do with your computer, you can do at the table. You can send emails, you can search Google, or you can open a program. Here we've opened a program. Let's do some maths. We'll go and get a maths toolbar. Great for preps and great for adults. The Vert table flips, so when you've finished your table work, you can flip it for presentations. The Vert table, the interactive table.
Coming up after the break, we skip out to Canterbury Primary School to see how the kids are raising money for the Heart Foundation. Here on Today's Schools. Skipping is great fun and great exercise. Here at Canterbury Primary School, children are learning the importance of keeping their hearts healthy in a fun and interactive way. They're also raising money by being a part of the Jump Rope for Heart program. It's really easy to get involved, so let's skip on in to the multi-purpose room and see what's going on.
Hi, I'm Natalie from Canterbury Primary, and we absolutely love the Jump Rope for Heart program here. We've been doing it for 16 years now. We get a lot of support from the Jump Rope team every year as well. They give us a resource kit every year, more skipping ropes if we need it, demo teams coming out, so it really motivates the staff and the students to get involved. The kids are out doing skipping every lunchtime, practicing new tricks, so it's building their confidence in physical activity as well. Also increasing their knowledge about needing to get exercise and increasing the awareness of the Heart Foundation, which is fantastic. And it just brings smiles to the kids' faces as well every year, knowing that they can do something well, as well as keeping active, so it's fantastic.
I'm Rebecca Thompson. I'm the State Coordinator for Jump Rope for Heart in Victoria. Jump Rope for Heart has been running in Australian schools for nearly 30 years. And it has two main aims. One is to make sure our kids can be physically active at a young age, and secondly to raise valuable funds for the Heart Foundation. It's really important because 25% of Aussie kids are considered either overweight or obese, so it's really important that we get our kids active at a young age, and skipping's such a great, fun, easy way to do that.
I like skipping because you can do all different types of tricks. There's many ways that you can enjoy it by long skipping ropes or two skipping ropes. You can also do it with a friend because you can do one skipping rope with two people.
I like skipping because it's a healthy sport for your heart and you become more fit.
I like skipping because it's a fun sport and it's good exercise. I like skipping because it's good exercise for my heart. It's also lots of fun because I can do lots of different tricks. I can do crisscross and I can do backwards.
The Jump Rope for Heart program is that it builds a cooperative culture in the playground as well. Everyone's getting along and helping each other out to build their skills and fitness levels as well. They improve their coordination and balance, which we also help in the PE department. But also it builds their understanding about building strong bones and muscles, and they actually have a greater understanding of the Heart Foundation and also helping to cure heart disease. One of the great things about this program is that we raise at least $5,000 every year. We only had a 4-week program last year and we still raised that amount, and that was only with the junior school. So to think when we get the whole school involved, it's fantastic, and we're looking to improve that goal this year. So it's really good to have that motivation as well and the support from the Jump Rope for Heart staff.
We encourage everyone to get involved by visiting our website at heartfoundation.org.au.
I like skipping because it raises money for the Heart Foundation.
When I play, I sort of zone out of the real world, into the world I play, the world created by my music. Sights and sounds mingle into one, creating an image etched into the mind, a window looking into another world. Characters come to life, their feelings and bizarre antics portrayed by the music as they tell us their story. They call out to me, dragging me by the arm into their world, urging me to feel their happiness, their anger, their sorrow, their uncertainty. It is strange how I can create something entirely new, the music of a world carried by my mind, a world only I can see. I tell its stories through my fingertips.
Hi, I'm Andrew Chisholm. I'm one of the assistant principals at the John Monash Science School. One of my roles is also teaching Year 12 geography at John Monash, so very interesting subject that a lot of kids actually here study. A number of reasons for it, I suppose. One, it provides a lens into a range of other areas. It enables you to understand perhaps the meeting of the sciences and humanities. It enables you to understand world events and issues and gives you a framework for analysing them. It allows you to understand ways in which data can be presented and portrayed. Maps, aerial photos, satellite images. It's also an area where technology is quite useful. Geographic information systems are a very important part of today's life, society. Lots of groups use it, and also provides career opportunities for students, I suppose in a number of different applications.
We have a very strong program. The students here enjoy learning about geography. We teach it as a science. It teaches the children to look at through a wider perspective, to take a look at the world and that we live in and the impact that we are having on the world. It also gives them a perspective of life in general. They're very excited, very knowledgeable, lack a lot of experience, but they are certainly very keen to learn about the changes that occur and how they can improve those changes.
One of the great things about geography is you do field work. Even throughout high school, you have to do field work in VCE, so gets you actually out of the school looking at places that are relevant and interesting.
The thing I loved about geography is the fact that you can go out into the field and gather your own research, and then you can put that research into action in the classroom.
So the thing that I most loved about geography was the fact that you could learn about the social, historical, economic, political. You could learn about all of the different types of things for different cultures, different places.
It allowed us to study the Murray-Darling Basin and the issues going on within it, such as the soil degradation and the drought and the impact it has on the farmers.
Want to understand the world? study geography.
Stay tuned because after the break, we talk work experience here on Today's Schools. Peter, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks, Sue, for having me on.
Let's talk work experience.
Okay.
So why do we offer work experience to Year 10 students?
Okay, many schools offer work experience, and the aim is to give students an opportunity to have a trial out in the workplace. For most students, it's the first time they've probably been in a workplace, and it's just that, it's an experience of work, it's not job training. So if someone was working with a bricklayer, after 1 week you're not going to be laying 1,000 bricks a day. That's not going to happen. If you're working with a bricklayer, for example, you would be mixing the mud, you'd be carrying, being a bit of a gopher, organising things, helping out, but you're getting an experience of what it's like in the workplace and getting a sense of the atmosphere, the camaraderie, the teamwork, the people you work with, and it's as much about the life skill development and relationship building as it is the actual work experience itself. So it's about sitting around at morning tea breaks, smoko, and at lunchtime chatting with the other people in the workplace, learning about career pathways, learning about the opportunities that happen in that workplace.
Mm-hmm. So how do we go about finding work experience?
What I'd suggest is that the young person looks in their local area to start with, has a look around of what's available, what they might like to do. They could then either approach the employer directly and say, do you take work experience students? Mm-hmm. If they say yes, well then the student really needs to go back to their school and their career practitioner, who will then get in train all the legal documents that are required. There's an agreement between the school, the employer, the parents and the student, and that all has to be signed off. The student has to undertake OH&S training prior to going into the workplace. That's an essential component, and then going from there. If the student can't find an employer, for example, we'll use our bricklaying example, they don't know any bricklayers but they'd like to have a go, well usually the career practitioner in the school will have a bank of employers that they know are willing to take young people on.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So can you give us some examples of some good work experiences? Some
good examples might be someone maybe like to get into the media, possibly like to get into journalism. They approach their local community newspaper or just the local newspaper in the area, and they join that team for a week. They get a chance to go on site, meet maybe even some celebrities, do some hold the mic or something, and help out in that respect. And as I said before, it's as much about being able to just soak up the atmosphere, talking to the people, getting to know the other workers there. And sometimes, and this happens lots of times, is that the employer it's all about the relationships. They get to know the young person. They invite them back to come and do some work in holidays. They invite them to come back after school or maybe and do some jobs. Lots of employers seek out part-time workers, say cafes, etc., by using work experience as a vetting, a method of vetting. Gives the student a chance to show what they've got, enthusiasm, dedication, arriving on time, all the basic skills that someone needs. And if they pass that, then the employer might offer them a part-time job as well, or in the media example, they might even offer them a cadetship. Once that relationship's made up, they might finish up getting a long-term position out of it.
So what should we do if it's not working out?
Okay, if it's not working out, for example, if the student felt uncomfortable with the other employees, or they're being asked to do something they shouldn't be expected to do, such as an OH&S issue, what I'd suggest is that the student contacts the school, their career practitioner, and discuss it with them, and I'd do that immediately or as soon as possible, and then the teacher would then take it up either with the employer or possibly even remove the student.
It's great. Thanks, Peter, for joining us today.
Thanks very much for having me.
Hi, my name's Cara and I'm the Senior Education Advisor for the CyberSmart program at the Australian Communications and Media Authority. On a day-to-day basis at the CyberSmart program, I get to make exciting resources including games and films and lesson plans to help kids and parents and teachers stay safe online and enjoy the benefits that the online world brings. My job affects kids at school by making sure that when they're spending time online, that they're actually staying safe, that they're respecting others, and that they're enjoying the full benefits that the online world brings. I think the best part of my job is helping parents and older people to just understand exactly why kids love the online world so much and why it's such a great place to be when you're in there safely. For information and to view some of the exciting resources that we have, including the films, go to www.cybersmart.gov.au.
Hi, it's Junior Gadget here, showing you the newest gadget that we have. It is the talking photo album. What you got to do is flick it from play to record. I'm on the second page, so I go down, press the second button and hit record. Once upon a time. Then go to the next page. A hungry dragon found an apple tree. And then if we want to play it, flick back to play from record, go back to the start, click 2. Once upon a time. Flip the page over. Hungry dragon found an apple tree. And there you go for our latest gadget. Here we are. Thank you. It's Mr. Gadget and oh no. If you want to hear a book that the class if you want the class to hear a book what you've written. So for Mr. Gadget, if you ever want to make a book where it talks back to you, get the talking photo album. It's yours. I think that's right.
Tonight we feature two fabulous teachers from Kerriemuir Primary, Matt on keyboards, Brad on the bass, and their rendition of Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Enjoy! And that's all we have time for. Next week we'll bring you more of the exciting world that is today's schools.